I have been craving a decent RPG to play for ages. Let's see if Darkness Rises sorts this out.
Before I get into the review, if you want to learn about some awesome games every week, make sure you subscribe. Darkness Rises is a mass multiplayer online RPG that you can play on Android and Apple devices. As with most RPGs, you start by choosing your class. I wish there was options to change the gender of each class, but apart from that, the customization is pretty decent. I played as an archer, which is my go-to class for RPGs, but if I had decided I wanted to try the other classes out, there's always the option of making one of each and swapping between them, which helps vary the gameplay a bit. The game is set in a standard fantasy world with orcs, demons, skeletons, that kind of thing. The story is fun, it's fast-paced just like the rest of the game, it's awesome to dip in and out of. You have weekly and daily missions to complete, which normally entail of you getting involved in as much of the game as possible. I thought this was great as it made me want to try modes I otherwise maybe have been a bit apprehensive of doing, and it gave me a clear-cut set of objectives to complete. The levels are nice and straightforward, each one only takes a couple of minutes to complete, and I think this is where I started to fall in love with this game. It makes you feel you're always progressing, no matter where you are, what you're doing, and it really fits the mobile platform perfectly. The shortness of the levels also makes grinding more enjoyable. You get a change of scenery which helps retain interest, and there's also a nice autoplay feature which I use a lot. I just whack it on auto and let it grind out while I'm getting something else done. Aside from the story, you can get involved with some PvP fun, which I'll be honest, I was absolutely terrible at, but thankfully the games didn't last too long, so I didn't cringe too hard when I was stinking up the place. You can also take on some big bad raid bosses. I was so happy when I unlocked raids. They're really fun, and like everything else, they don't eat up too much time. I love how you always feel like you're progressing. I think there's not many games out there that get that right, but this one gets it absolutely spot on. There's so much to do in Darkness Rises. You can join a guild and work on leveling that up, you can find and improve your gear, you can level up your stats and skills, go fishing. This game is absolutely massive. The visuals are really nice for a mobile game. The effects in particular, I love how bright and flashy it is. It makes you feel really powerful when you're using some of your skills. I've got to say, Darkness Rises is an absolute joy to play. I've been recommending it to everyone I can. I need to thank Hydra Extreme for putting me onto this, it's such a good game. If you're into RPGs, then I really recommend you try this out, it's free and it's such an epic game. Well, that is it for this week's review, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave the video a thumbs up, and if you didn't, a thumbs down. If you have any suggestions of any games you want us to try out, then drop us a comment down below. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, ta-ta for now.